All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Fire tunes. I do like the song, but it plays in pipe rare, which is a bit sad. So today we're going to continue with what I was doing a while back. Basically just routing out a bunch of routes, a bunch of paths that you can take through regions. And so last time I went through outskirts, industrial, chimney, shaded, and drainage, I believe. Which actually leaves a lot of regions. I'm on Twitch and YouTube. You can watch on either platform. I think also exterior, but like exterior is so linear, there's like not really a reason to put too much effort into that. I think let's go to garbage wastes because I kind of neglected that region. I actually just forgot about it. For the chat, it doesn't really matter. YouTube chat gets a little bit distracted sometimes. The only fish? Yeah, for whatever reason, there's a lot of fish who watch the stream. There's at least 3, but there's probably more. Garbage. Entering from industrial, I think. So I know that there's a few paths you can take through this region. Oh, I should get the timer as well. Hopefully this is the right one. So it's linear for like one room. A survivor world record? No, I'm not capable of that. Is the split on the screen? It is not. There we go. So, okay, basically what I'm routing, not really any particular speedrun, just kind of navigation in general. Like if you enter garbage wastes from industrial and you want to get to shoreline, what's the fastest path to take? And if you want to get to there's the shaded connection. If you want to get to shaded, what's the fastest path to take? If you want to get to drainage system, what's the fastest path to take? And I'm pretty confident in most of those. Not capable. Look. Well, actually, there's a lot of categories, but Survivor is like one of the most optimized by far. Yeah. Talking about which... I mean, the flavor of various creatures in this game comes up surprisingly often. So this bottom path I never take. I guess this may be worth testing just a little bit. Let's time... I'm not gonna like take the movement too seriously because it's really hard to move in garbage wastes, but I'm just gonna go. Actually, where is my destination? I don't know. Maybe that's important to know. Actually, yeah. Let me look at the map first. But garbage wastes is kind of confusing. So there's a top path and a bottom path. The bottom path connects to the top path. So I guess actually I only care about how fast it takes to get to that room. And if one of those is slower, then just never go there. Except there's a karma flower and shelter on the bottom path, which actually is like kind of balanced. There's a short path and a safe path, but it's underwater, so it's kind of annoying. I'll just go back. The main problem with speedruns is not about my capacity to perform movement tech and like move fast. It's more like my mental ability to like stay concentrated doing like 100 attempts on a run, where most of them fail in really annoying ways. And also just like, it's not really fun. Not fun, why bother? I don't know if it's faster to take this path, but I'm gonna do that anyway. That's kind of slow. Okay, 42 seconds is our benchmark. Let's see if I can get to the same points taking this path. And my assumption is going to be no. There is food down here. Oh, yeah, and I need to use a speeder here, but there's always speeders in that pool down there. Hey, yep, this is infamously annoying geometry. So I made it to the same points in about 48 seconds, which actually is kind of close. It's closer than I expected. I'm gonna look at creature spawns. Maybe that makes a difference. For Survivor, both paths are completely safe. There's only leeches and like snails and such. Wow, what a crazy idea. No predators in an entire segment of the map. Okay, so like bottom path is like not as bad as I thought it might be. And there's only a single path to garbage waste, so that's like the obvious path to take there. If it's raining, then definitely take bottom path because there's not like a billion kelp. So I think starting from this point roughly, I want to continue to. I don't think bottom path is any faster because you have to like take a big detour and there's rather long legs. Like top path is like kind of slow as well. Okay, so I kind of see a problem here. The top path has a scavenger toll. Okay, I just I'm bad at the movement. And so you need a pearl at some point, right? Like, where do you get a pearl? I think if you go bottom path, you can consistently get a pearl. You do a backflip there, that's funny. Is the music too loud? I'm gonna stop here. Oh, I can't. Oh, obviously that map is not very useful. Okay, well, even if so garbage waste is really just a straight line. Actually, you can't just draw a straight line through all these rooms to get the shoreline. That's funny. But let's say if I was here and I wanted to get up to the garbage wastes toll, or the top toll, because there's two tolls here. No way, is there a pearl there? Which room is this? A lot of rooms here. This is a pearl. That's crazy. This is probably like a survivor thing. So it's there for monk, for hunter, Gourmand, artificer. Oh right, artificer looks different. I don't want to do past garbage wastes. It's not there for rivulets. Or for Spearmaster. Okay. This is like a lot of memorization. So unless you're rivulets or Spearmaster, you can take top path to pick up a pearl to pay for the toll. I want to try that. Let's go back to this room. Wherever it is. It's up there, of course. Whoops. Thank you, DevTools. I picked up the pearl accidentally. But, like, I'm still gonna get to that point anyway. Yo, guys, calm down. Really? That didn't make it up? There's also centipedes here if you want food. Okay, I'll pick up the pearl there. How would I get up there quickly? I'm just gonna do this for now. But, like, there's probably good movement here. It's about to rain. I forgot to change the remix settings back. Oh well. You can just make that gap. And this, I think you do a jump like that. Pay for the toll. So that took like 137. I think there might be an alternate route. I might as well test it. But it kind of looks slow just looking at the map. I guess I can't know until I try that. So I think I go to that room. That's a really roundabout path, though. It looks slow, but I'm also tested. 137 is the time to beat. A little water hop. Okay, 137. Wait, I'm not going in that direction. Also, the pearl's down there. Also take the priority. There we go. I feel like this is not gonna be faster. Okay, so it's slower, I think. But not by a huge amount. So that was like 10 seconds slower. And actually there's a vista point. Oh great, I have to open up the vista point map. Third map that I'm opening. So in garbage wastes, there is, if you go top path. Oh, that's interesting. So if you take top path, you can quickly check 2 vista points. To eat the other fish, I no. Wait, actually, that checks 3 vista points. So just one route through garbage wastes that takes like 2 minutes. That checks all 3 vista points. There's a third vista point. I forget if that's the vanilla one because, but whatever. But if you wanted to get that vista, how would you do that? There's not really a great route for it. I guess, actually, no, there's a decent route. But what you do is back in this room. So there's a vista point in this room. You enter this room, you're like, oh, there's no vista here. Keep moving forward. And then here, I think you would go down. You go down here, check the vista point in this room. Thank you, Snail. And like, oh, there's no vista here. Maybe you pick up this pearl because it's really easy to grab. Then you'd go back up. I guess go up here, right? And whoops, that's dev tools. Yeah, just use your float move. Then you could check this room. No vista points. And then get over here. I don't know if there's a way that you could make this jump. I want to see what a charge bounce does. Oh my goodness. Like, that's not even close, but maybe, maybe with some rocks. You can actually make that with a double throw boost, but if you're holding a pearl, then you wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, I like this route through garbage wastes, but like for the most part, if you're just trying to get the shoreline, just take the middle path. And actually, I think top path is just safer. There is if you're Hunter, there's a red lizard on that path, but there is a way to avoid them. And they tend to be like distracted by other creatures. I guess there's one more thing I could test, because the rest of the garbage waste on the right side is more linear. I guess I could test going to drainage. So let me go to this room. What room is this called? So if you were entering from shoreline, actually, where would you be if you were entering from garbage? You'd be in this room. I suppose it's worth testing that as well. So entering from shoreline from this room. Let's start the timer here. Oops. That was pretty optimal, but I don't think you're able to do that most of the time. So I'm gonna go down first. Now, this movement is going to be, like, horrendously awful. Unlock up there. So I think past this room, it's linear, so I can stop the timer. Okay, 1:30. That's a nice time to remember. So 1:30, taking the bottom route could be optimized a little bit more or less, depending on creatures. If I go back to this room, let's try taking a slightly different approach. Going up this way. Honestly, I could see this being faster, but that's why I'm testing this, of course. That was really weird roll pounds. That was not worth it. Maybe it's probably worth it to jump onto that platform and then do an east side or something. So it's been about 1 minute. If you have really bad scavenger rep, don't take this path. Oh, don't be in garbage wastes, honestly. $130. Wow, really? Okay, honestly, I think this path has to be faster then. Considering the movement optimizations I could have done. Honestly, I think it's worth trying that again. From here. See if I can beat that time. Oh, no garbage waste. It's not that bad. I'm almost done, actually. Oh yeah, that's absolutely faster. Someone who isn't doing bingo. Well, this is kind of just practice for bingo, in a way. The bingo infection spreads. Ah! Okay, somehow that actually was like not even that much faster. 1 second faster. Let's go. Okay, so really top and bottom path are almost exactly the same. Bottom path is probably a little bit riskier because of the brother long legs. 8 million people doing bingo right now. Damn, I didn't know Rain was that popular. So if you're entering from a shoreline, take either path. I guess if you take top path, you can get the popcorns easier if you need food. I mean, in any other situation, it's nice to know which path is faster. I think we're done with garbage wastes, actually. Yeah. I guess we'll move on to shoreline, since we're here. Even though I can warp anywhere and distance doesn't really matter. Shoreline. A lot of gates at shoreline, goodness. So shoreline is kind of routed out already because of moon percent. I guess shoreline does have a lot of gates. There's subterranean, there's garbage waste, pipe yard. Technically exterior counts because of precipice, submerged, and then shaded. Goodness, shoreline. So I think, okay, some of the vista points are in weird spots. I think there's a vista point at the top of the tower, which is kind of a annoying thing to get. But there's 3 routes that I think I care about, because getting to shaded, or no, getting to subterranean is pretty linear. Actually, is it? Sorry, I'm gonna be spending a lot of time staring at the map right now. So but I guess, like, unless you're Spearmaster or Artificer, you don't really count the exterior connection. So entering... Oh wait, this map is even harder to read. What a maze. Oh, hold on. That path kind of sucks. Yeah, I don't actually think there's any reason to take the first pipe that you see. It seems to just be a slower version of the other routes. Am I recording this all now? No. I guess the VOD will be here, but... And okay, I guess that a jetfish would be useful for timing stuff, because you would want to use a jetfish. I guess I'll just spawn an extra jetfish if I need them. So this pipe is like to only ever take this pipe because the other one sucks. But now, like, from this room, I wonder. I think if you're entering from... If you're trying to get the subterranean, the fastest path is probably to do something like this. Or actually, I guess might as well keep jetfish. Just kidding. Wow, he really hid down there for long enough for me to not get him. I think there's leashes in this room, normally. Pipe yard is down there. And then here's the entrance to sub. That sounds like it has to be the better route, because the other path goes through like a really long room and then another open room. Yeah, this has to be faster. I'm not even going to time that. There's also this path. So let's say I want to get this shaded. I guess I need to time this with the jetfish, huh? Even though I find that kind of movement annoying, but oh well. Jetfish. Let's start right on this room. Farm raise. What room is that? Is that the room that I think it might be? Yep. It's by the red pearl. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of poles, so it doesn't sound that bad, but I feel like the DO7 would be a harder room. There's another popcorn way on the far left. Is that an error with the map? It doesn't actually look like there's a popcorn there. Good luck with the weird, like, slightly out of bounds popcorn. Regular Rainworld player. What, everyone who watched the stream isn't a speedrunner? Speaking of speedrunner. Okay, let's just do moon descent, basically. So I think what I'm gonna do is it this room? I'm almost drowning. Timer. Okay, well, I actually need to figure out where to go. So I'm sorry, it's the timer. Oh, the maps are different. The interactive map is different. Oh, I see. There's just two rooms that look very similar to each other. So that can't be efficient. I guess there's that potential route. No, that can't be better. Okay, let me try this again. Will the jetfish come with me? No. I guess I'll get a new one. I think their stats might vary between jetfish. Oh shoot, can I even get up there? Cause I'm just survivor. I'm just a little guy. It's about to rain, but okay, you can get up here. It's a little bit difficult with the jetfish. Do I even want to carry a jetfish here? Wait, this is the wrong room. No, this is the right room. Breathe little bits. Ah, well. 114 roughly. I always feel like shaded is like further away than this. If I were to take the other path, let's just try to like roughly get to the same point. I'm gonna be adding a lot more jetfish to the ecosystem. Oops. Yeah, try to enter the pipe actually. Is this guy faster than the last one? This is a very scientific experiment. Don't get grabbed by the jellyfish. Like one tentacle that reaches all the way down there. I'm gonna keep going. So I think for this room you want to go down this way. Because the top island is like full of salamanders. I think this pipe is the right one. I think this has to be faster. Or the other path has to be faster because... Okay, well, now I'm at this point. I'd stop the timer about here. How do I make this jump? I guess do that. Yeah, that was a decent amount slower, even considering this the like time loss with the jellyfish. So I think if you want to get to Shaded, take that path. If you want to get to Moon, just do Moon percent. We already know that route. Submerge is probably just do the Moon percent route, but then in that one ruby go down. Although if you want a Bubbleweed, where are there Bubbleweed in this region? They don't exist. I think for some characters they do. Yeah, Monk has a Bubbleweed on this bridge. So I guess maybe you take this route and then go down. I love the anvil. Actually, no. I think if you're going to... That'd be kind of difficult, though, wouldn't it? Let's try another route. +1 jetfish. But this time my goal is to get to submerged. And I think I have an idea for what route to take. So we enter this room, and then jump up here. I can keep the jetfish. And so the leashes are actually not a problem at all. Taking this, I could go down to Pipe Yard, so this is also a good route to Pipe Yard. If you want, and then go down. Don't let that happen. Oh right, I can't get a jetfish up here. That kind of makes this route awful. Actually, hold on. I think that's decently fast. Where are there jetfish? Okay, there's a jetfish in the next room. Big eel. Leviathans are really called big eel. Why does the interactive map say that? Is that like the name in the code? Oh, yeah, it's just a big eel. But this still must be the fastest route. Just like walk to this room normally. Do this. And then try to grab a jetfish here. Just get lucky. Because even if you, like, went the other way, you wouldn't be able to bring a jetfish. Survivor is too weak. Okay, well, I don't need to, like, do this whole thing. What I'm routing for, just, like, navigation in general. Basically, just kind of routing out every pass between gates. Just like, if I enter shoreline from garbage wastes and I want to get a shaded, what path do I take? If I want to get to subterranean, what path do I take? If I'm entering garbage wastes from shaded, what path do I take to industrial? You know, just like all of that. And I'm probably not even correct most of the time. So I'm just kind of like doing a few like tests with a timer, but not actually like optimizing movements. But oh well. I think that's most of shoreline that's actually relevant. Because the path to subterranean is very linear, the path to hyper is very linear. Moon is very linear. It's just like the few rooms in the middle that are all like a confusing maze. Maybe I should figure out how to get the pearls quickly. Like specifically the pearl on the tower that's like quite hard to climb up. So I wonder, what room is this? Let's say we're here, and let's say we don't have any items. So I can't EI jump here. I don't think there's any other way to do this. Maybe there's some crazy item list tech you could do. I want to see if this is possible. See what the problem is. See, like, I guess you could just try to pick up the jetfish, but like, I don't think you can guarantee jetfish to be here. And then once you start losing breath, you like can't control yourself very well, so you tend to get stuck on that little platform. Get rid of that. So not... I guess you could try to like vault up here and then do this. Hello, welcome to the stream. But we're kind of in the same position right now. That actually was enough. It doesn't really feel safe. I guess the intended way to do this room is just grab a jetfish. I want to see... Is there maybe a more consistent way to do this? Because I know you can EI jump, but like this platform is so small, I can't see the rock. Oops. So if you just like double turbo boost this, that's not enough. I don't know what other option you have. Oh. I don't know what that is. Can you do this? That was a really weird trajectory. You can do a dragon skip. I don't know what the name of this is actually called, but I'm not very good at it. Yeah, you get a weird angle there. Is it a crawl turn? I guess. But then there's this here. There's no input, no. Okay, well I don't really see how that works. Okay, I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm mostly done with shoreline though, because everything else just connects back to the same same connections that I already know how to navigate. I just need to remember like the path that you can take to get to just shade it quickly. There's an aquapede if it's raining. Hello, welcome to the stream. I think shoreline is good enough. I'll move on to I don't know. So it's mostly Sky Islands, Farm Rays, and Subterranean left, I think. Oh yeah. I guess I'll go to Sky Islands. Actually, Sky Islands is one where it's not like just routing, but like I just need to practice like navigating the region. So I've died too much in Sky Islands, just like I'm messing up movements. This is all linear. The thing about Sky Islands is that there's like two really difficult jumps that are like you need movement text to make. It's like you're supposed to use a cicada or mushrooms. So entering this room. I actually did that roll bounce correctly. That doesn't happen that often. So this is the point where movement actually starts happening. You can take a different path, but I think it just is slower. And it's only just to skip the jump. I guess if you want to get to Pipe Yard quickly, you take that path. Right? I think that makes sense. Although it does look like why would you ever take the top path? I guess I'll start from here. This is the wrong way. I'm gonna try to avoid cicada. Yeah, there was a person named Moon in the tournaments, but that was a different one. Jump still freaks me out, because I'm not... You can never guarantee an EI jump is gonna get you the distance that you're expecting. Can I just make these jumps? I'm always like scared to do this. Maybe? Hey, I guess so, and it skips the orange lizards. But then once you're here, you can't make that pounce. Okay, I'm gonna try that again. In this room. Probably sort the rooms differently. Alright, start the timer again. Get out of the way. Yikes. Then it goes too far, and that's like also scary. I mean, maybe it's faster just to go up here. Don't have to do all the charge passes, you can actually do movement up here. That's for me. You can also like do that a lot easier or a lot faster if you just like fall down the platform. Ow. You can do that. I'm gonna stop the timer here. 113. Could be better. Wall pants is in the room before the lizard room. Oh. Yeah, I think I just did the ones you're talking about. I should probably shelter. I don't know if it's like a... Because I've done a lot of stuff. I just feel like every other time that I attempt that wall pounce, it doesn't work. Okay, 113 is the time to beat. Let's go down this time. I thought I went in the wrong way. There's also a pearl down here that's really easy to grab. Actually, does like pilgrimage go through this region? It's probably already routed out the whole thing that I'm doing. So actually, I don't know, like, I guess bottom path. And okay, this is just faster, like, we're already here, 50 seconds. But like, there's a lot of stuff going on in the upper part of, like, the top left of Sky Islands. Like, there's a pearl up there, there's a karma flower, there's a billion popcorn. So there's reason to go there. But if you just want to get the farm arrays, then definitely take this path. I don't know about going in the other direction. I guess you could. You could take that path in reverse. You just have to climb like a few more rooms. Well, yeah, you're going up, so it's all like slower. But you could also go up another direction too. I guess I can test it. I always take the top path when going to Chimney. I guess it would start like here, or no? Would I go up that direction? I guess yeah. I'm gonna start here. I'll just do like normal movement. I'm supposed to go up, so I'm already not doing normal movement. Also dev tools. And I'm playing Hunter. No white lizards though, and like a billion dropwigs. okay. So I'll do an EI jump here. Wow, it worked. That's terrifying. I think at this point the routes converge, so I'm gonna stop the timer here. 144. I think that was actually pretty good. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to take the other path. So 144. What? What is that message? Let's head back here. Where is this? So back to this point. I want to take a different route. That is probably slower, but should have beat 144. Oops. Okay, already slower because I'd never take this path. Yep. I love like the window here that's like extremely bright for some reason. I think I need items in this room. Oh, here's items. That was a little close. What is the purpose of that pipe down there? Like, ah, yes, I like to see what's like off screen over here. Right, I love the geometry here. More like foreground objects that block your vision, please. Well, it actually looks like that was faster. By about 20 seconds. That's interesting. I feel like I never see people take this path. But also, like, you miss out on the shelter and the popcorn and the, like, pearls. Well, I guess there's a pearl here too, right? So it's not that much worse. You don't get a karma flower. That could be relevant. Vista points. Let me look at that map real quick. So there's a vista point in each path, actually. I think if you were looking for vista points, what you do in this room, you would take the normal route, or you take the top path, but you'd poke your head into this room. See, like, okay, there's no vista point in this room because that's where one can be. Also, if you're entering for farm raise, there would be a vista point closer to the farm raise gates. You would just pass through that room naturally. Then you would take the rest of this path, going up. And in this room, you'd check out... Well, maybe you'd come in from the other pipe, actually. I don't even know which one is faster. But you'd go through this room, pick up this vista point in here, And then check if there's vista points in this room, because there can be one right here. I think that's everything. I think that's all the vistas. So like top path checks more vista points basically, while only being like not that much slower. Like otherwise, I'm a little bit surprised. Like bottom path is pretty good. And I guess if you're entering from Sky Islands, it helps that Sky Islands is basically just a connection between Farm Rays and Chimney, with Pipe Yard tacked on the side. So if you're entering from Farm Rays, which I feel like or entering from Chimney, and you want to get the Vista points, I guess you would take top path, huh? Otherwise you'd just miss out on that point and not be able to return to it. Yeah, you basically just take that same route in reverse. But I think that's all for Sky Islands. It's a pretty simple region. I just need to practice taking the bottom route more often because I don't do that. Which means I go to Farm Rays now. I don't have enough karma. I've sheltered once in this entire save file. The first little bit of Farm Rays, well, it's pretty short. Now, Farm Race has deer. I kind of feel like I should just ignore the deer. Okay, I think if you're in this room and you want to get a subterranean, your only option is to go left and take the deer path. That's neat. Welcome to the stream. Obviously, the water path is ideal if you're rivulets. Actually, I don't think that's even true. Some crazy well-planned stuff. But for normal people, just take the water path. But there's two. Actually, haven't I already timed this before? If you're going down to outskirts, which is the only other connection. Wow. If you're going to outskirts, there's kind of like two paths you can take. Actually, yeah, I don't even think I need to spend that much time here. Which is, you go to, actually, what I really should, like, get to my muscle memory is going over here, grab the pearl, and then head over here. I always forget to grab the pearl here. And then I die to the scavengers. Well, I don't die, I just have to go back for the pearl. I forget which way you're supposed to do this. I guess like this. Can I just ignore the worm grass? I kind of think of this sometimes. Yeah, I guess so. But then you kind of get, it's hard to get up that. So I guess just like take the top path. Yeah, that's not so bad. Where's the bees? So you only really make a decision in the next room. Like one really interesting thing that I'm learning here, it only takes like a few minutes to navigate a region. Like obviously, like you can get from the top of Pebbles down to Subterranean one cycle. So like, however many cycles that is divided by like the cycle length, but you kind of forget because like, or in like bingo games, they can go on for like an hour or more, right? But it only takes like 20 minutes to get from like one side of the map to the other. But obviously you aren't just like going places, you're like trying to complete goals. Or like dying constantly. So that happens too. I want to time, I guess I'll just time this piece might as well. Like if you're playing a bingo game and you start in like outskirts and you want to get to like exterior, that takes like 7 minutes. I don't like, it doesn't take that long. And you can get there and like get some goals done, like right at the start of the game. That's why I think goals that are like enter a region or like get an arena unlock, those kind of goals where it's like you just need to get to a location and shelter to lock it in. They're I think the best goals to go for, because you just need to like, if you're fast, you can just get there, complete a goal without any effort at all. Like if it's like a challenge to like kill a certain number of creatures or get points or whatever, like you're gonna spend a lot of time on that. Especially dying, having to like reset the whole cycle over again. Let's just say I got there, so 13 or 113. Oh, I don't recommend stabbing yourself with a fork. Doesn't sound very nice. Whoops. I'm sure we get to turn it off. Hold on. You can already feel this path is slower. Can I do a slide in that worm grass? I guess it's not like way slower. Maybe a bit more like 15 seconds slower or something like that. I could have done better movement too. So yeah, this path like is slower. What would I get by taking this path? Not much. You can check a Vista point. You can check 2 Vista points. Okay. That looks like the only reason. So if you're going to outskirts from Skylands, take the bottom, or like take the staircase path, unless you're looking for a vista point, in which case take the other path, and you're going to check all the rest of the vista locations. They're actually all on that path, so you can check the whole region. Otherwise, take the faster route. That also gets you a Karma Flower and Colored Pearl. There's also the Red Pearl, but like I don't even want to like go there. That's not a nice place. Human ribs? No one assumes that. What regions do we have left? Outskirts, industrial, drainage, pipe yard. Did I do pipe yard? I did not do pipe yard, did I? Okay, let's go to pipe yard. Where are you? So from here, there's multiple paths to take. Quite a confusing region. It does have quite a lot of pipes in it. I can't see something interesting though. I see a route that you could take to check for all the Vista points, but it's only really good if you're coming from subterranean or industrial. So subtunnel and the other path to subterranean, I'm just gonna not worry about those because they're pretty linear. But from, I think going between industrial and Skylands is like the most interesting path you can take. Actually, I already know the route from Skylands to subtunnel because Saints takes that route. If I won the PvP tourney, have you seen the whole thing? Oh, hold on. The top route might actually suck a little bit. Oh no, it probably is fine. Okay, I'm just gonna do something. I'm just gonna make something up. Yes. Ideally, you make it all the way up there. Ideally, you don't fall like that. Whatever. I'll just restart. I'm surprised I had enough space to do that. Goodness. Hold on. You know what looks faster here? That's totally better. You can jump from like halfway up the pole with the throw boost. What is this? Is that a den down there? Like fall down the pit and waste your time. The spoon is annoying. Maybe I just do. Oh, dev tools. Yeah, you could just take that route. It might be a bit slower, but it makes me a bit sad. I really enjoy watching other people play a game for the first time. And if I finish playing a game that I really enjoy, it's like time to watch other people play it. But when I played Crosscode recently, which I did talk about a little bit, like nobody's played this game. It's so niche for some reason. Even though it's like a very highly recommended game. But also, it's like it's a really long game. I think it took me a lot of hours to complete it. So, you know, unless the streamer like wants to really commit to a game for a long time, they're probably not gonna check it out. That's also a small fault with Rain World. I think some people may look at the game and realize, or they'll see that it takes a very long time to complete, and they're like, I don't want to commit to that. Whereas you just play like some random roguelike and like put in a few runs, and that's like enough content already. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I don't think that was a very good time. But I can't imagine anything more optimal than that. Because it basically just goes in a straight line. Every other path has a really weird detour. Oh, so this is right here. Okay, hold on. Where does this go? This goes to that room. That's if I want to go like down. Crosscode. I don't even know if I recommend the game though. That's the problem. If you don't mind, like if you're the kind of person who enjoys like JRPGs and like doing quests and stuff or grinding levels, you'll probably enjoy it. Because those were the low parts of the game for me. Why am I not getting a roll there? That's weird. But a cool route that you can take here, going up this path, and get stuck on the terrain. If you head right over here, there's actually a scavenger merchant. Not a scavenger merchant, a treasury. Right here. Not right here. One more room. I don't know how useful this is. There's an unlock here. Yeah, it's actually pretty close to the entrance from Industrial, but also like Industrial also has a treasury, so actually I want to time this. There's actually another route that I could take here. So the timer. Let's take this path. Definitely take this pipe. I wonder if you can get up there. I wonder if I can wall jump like a normal person. What are these? These rooms are a bit annoying to navigate. I guess if you could vault, it'd be better. Hi, Shrub. Why are you on YouTube? Okay, that was not a very good time. I'm just gonna redo the same thing, which is fine for me. Oops, I took the wrong route. Oh well, I'll just time this as well, I guess. Sorry, Squid. Okay, I feel like this is just faster. That was like 40 seconds. Get out of the way, please. Okay, just take this path. Yeah, you can go to YouTube, but just a bit unusual. So this top path is kind of just like always worth taking. But you can go bottom path if you want to go to sub. And I imagine that if you're going to some tunnel, there's another route that you can take. They really have to put this pipe all the way down there. Finally. Actually true. Oh damn. Well, feel free to flip a coin whenever you want. Oh no, you just fall right down here. I don't want to go through some tunnel, but this is kind of the start of that path. And I think if you're coming from Sky Islands, this is also the same routes. Just like reverse it. And probably the same route to sub 2. There's a better route to take if you are entering from industrial. Yeah, I guess it's memorable. Let me just do a quick test. I'll go back here. And let's try to get to sub quickly. I think you're going down this pipe. Do some arena unlocks? I've been considering the arena unlocks, but hold on, I'm focusing a little bit. Oh, that's a good optimization if you can hit that. Is this the wrong way? No, it can't be. It is. Oh, I just misread the map. Hold on, let me try again. The thing is, like, usually arena unlocks kind of force you to take a specific path. It's like just whatever path just goes through the arena unlock, that's the path to take, you know. Whereas like between gates there's a lot more space, there's a lot more like different routes most of the time. I'm actually care a bit more about the vista points because of how random they are. So I'm kind of finding a few routes where it's like, here's how to check all the vista points really quickly. I think you actually were pretty recently looking for a vista point in Pyfrog, right? Ferret. They're not that hard to get. Okay, so that's the room that I'm looking for. I don't know. I guess that pipe is probably worth taking. And you go down. Nope, not the fake one. Keep going to the right. And you're here. I think. I actually don't know which direction to go from here. They look like they could both be about equal. No, I'll try going to the left. See, overshot that a little bit. Typical strategy for a bingo match. Try to get a bingo, and if you can't, get a majority win. I think you go up here. The answer is that I'm a speedrunner. Not really, but like I know how to move quickly. So I get more value out of goals that are easy to get, but that are far away. So if we start in industrial and there's goals in industrial, I could spend time trying to get them, right? But the other team is probably going to get them at about the same rate. So I might lose the goal, I might get them, but like, you know, I would also lose progress on another player who like tries to make progress and leave industrial. But if I try to go for a goal in Sky Islands, I feel pretty confident that I can make it to Sky Islands first, right? And if I can get to Sky Islands first, you know, maybe they also thought of going to Sky Islands, but they'll be lagging behind me. So then after Sky Islands, I can go to Farm Raise and get goals there, and I can go to Outskirts and get goals there, you know? I like those chains where it's like, you try to quickly travel to a region, complete easy goals, and just move on to the next region and get more of them, right? And also, you want to focus on the goals based on their position on the board. What I like to do is try to get like multiple bingo or threaten multiple bingos at the same time. So let's say there's like the left column and bottom row. You can try to get goals that are on both of these and kind of make like an L shape, right? And that way it's like you're threatening two bingos at once, but so, you know, if the other team blocks one, you still have another one to go for. But also, you could try to get a lot of goals completed on one bingo. So the other team is like, oh shoot, we gotta block that. And And while they're blocking it, you don't need to bother with doing that challenge yourself, right? You can just go and go for that second bingo while they're distracted with the first one. Or if they are successful in blocking both bingos, since I'm going for the easy bingos anyway, you're probably already on a head start to a majority win. I think I just talked fast, maybe. I don't know. Oh wow, that's a great camera. Okay, well there's 2 routes that I might as well test. Just in this room alone. Yeah, it's kind of a trap that I see some people fall into. Of like, oh, I'm in this region, and there's this goal that I can get in this region. Let me spend some time trying to get this goal. But then they end up dying. They end up like, I don't know, struggling to get the goal, and it just takes like 20 minutes. Or, I don't know, maybe that's a bit too long. Maybe it takes like 10 minutes. But like in that 10 minutes, you can travel like across like 3 regions. If you're fast. And like, as you're just running through a region, you can just like, oh, let me grab this arena unlock. Let me just go grab this vista point, right? Without even spending any time at all, you're still moving, right? Okay, that was like 25 seconds. I'm not doing this very well. Why do you turn around like that? That's so annoying. Okay, well, they look like they're both about the same. Almost exactly. So take whatever route you want to. I guess I could try to get out of Sump Tunnel, but I think I already know, or out of Subterranean, but I think I already know the route there. Just kind of climb the middle pipe. Starting to notice people don't like weird challenges. I think it's pretty easy to notice like the moment you made a board. But like I'm a little bit conflicted because I personally enjoy goals that are easy but require navigation. Where it's like you look at the whole map. I'm not even showing this on stream. Like you could look at the whole map and be like, there's goals in Skylands, there's goals in Farmers, there's goals in Subterranean. Like every region you could look at, there's goals to do. But each individual goal is pretty easy, which I think still makes it challenging because you need to travel to all these regions and actually find like what you're looking for and route to them well. But maybe I'm just thinking that because I have experience with speedrunning. And most players are like, I just want to go to Shaded and like tame a mole lizard and then get like a bunch of kills or like get outlaw or something like that, you know? Like get to a region and do goals in that region. So a goal that's more like that takes a bit more time. Or like thinking that the position of challenges on the board is relevant. Like, oh, the challenge in the very middle of the board connects to the most bingos, so it's the most valuable. Which means that if it's a hard challenge, it's still worth it to do. I don't know if I agree with that. Because it only takes one goal to block a bingo. And if it's an easy goal, then it's just as valuable as the goal in the middle, right? Maybe you do get the goal in the middle. But then the other team is, like, since it was such a hard goal, the other team has a head start, and they can finish some easy goals, which block your bingos. And they have, like, more goals completed overall, so they're closer to a majority win. And like, technically, like, there's more connections. There's more bingos that go through the middle tile. So it's hard to block every single one of them. But also, like, it's hard to pivot quickly. Like, the moment your goal gets blocked, you have to go for the second bingo. I think the real answer... The real answer is... don't die. The biggest problem that you can run into is kind of getting into like a cycle of death. Especially for like Hunter or like the hard mode characters, you know. Dying repeatedly is like the biggest problem. I've seen that a lot where it's like one team is like barely able to complete any goals. You're like, why are they so slow? It's like, oh, one player just like got stuck dying over and over again. So it's basically just like a 1v2. A cycle of death. Is this a Rain World reference? It may be. It might just be. Do I go to Subterranean now? If you're playing a campaign that can only send and not have pups, we're aware. It's fine. They have a great time down in filtration system. I don't have any karma. It's not a problem. Okay, Subterranean is a problem. Kill 5 creatures in Sky Islands while starving with death pits. That's, yeah, not, like, horrible. The problem that I find with starving is it makes you so slow that, like, you spend most of your time just walking between the shelters, right? And you need to eat a lot of food to shelter, right? Unless you're right next to a popcorn or you're like Hunter and you can eat some creatures. Was there between starving or not for that goal? Yeah, it does just make it more annoying. I can't actually imagine a situation where starving is not there just to make it like slightly more difficult. But actually, it's actually safe in a way. Because if you starve, your karma goes up. So if you die, you just lose that one level of karma. And you just starve again to get it back. So you don't actually lose any karma when you're starving. At least I think that's how it works. Actually, I can test it right now. Do we have a convenient place to die? It's about to rain. Oh. It's like I don't know how to navigate this region or something. So we're at 4 karma. I'll starve here. So now I'm at 5 karma. And let's say that I'm attempting a goal right now, but it's like, it's difficult or whatever. And I end up dying. Any day now. So we're back up to 4 karma. I could starve and just get back to 5. So it's kind of safe in a way. You're just wasting a lot of time, really. And actually, this room would be like a really good place to starve because there's like a ton of food right here. Look at all this. Anyways. So, subterranean is actually already pretty well routed. There's only so many routes that you can, there's only so many paths you can take. If you're entering for farm rays, oh, actually, Vista points. Actually, no, Vista points aren't that bad. The biggest problem, so let's say you're entering for farm rays. Right? You take this path. What? What are you talking about? Weird gooey slug cat and long DLO. What does that mean? Yeah, the rumor you can't do an E-slide. It's banned. Okay, well, I don't even know what you're talking about, so I don't know if it is even a spoiler. So there's a vista point in this room, I think. And then a vista point in this room. If there's a vista point in neither, then you go over here and check this room. No, not this room. And then you check this room. So just by poking your head in here, it will tell you if there's a vista point or not. And if there isn't a vista point in any of those 3 locations, then you know that it's by drainage system. So that's probably the way that you check for vistas here. I kind of don't want to route filtration system. But like the rest of subterranean is pretty linear, right? It's just a long path to shoreline. So anything routing, any other routing things that I want to look at? Actually, there is something. There's a pearl here. I don't know how you get this pearl normally. Maybe just do this. There's the pearl. Okay, it's pretty low down. Like, if you were here, you wouldn't be able to make it up. Unless you, like, alternate wall climb. So I kind of am curious, like, what is the minimum number of spears that you need for this? Assuming that you're coming in from the bottom. So there's some wall pounces you can do. Hold on. Yeah, that's promising. I don't know why I'm bad at this. Just press the jump button. Whoa, that was a corner wall pounce. I wonder if that's consistent. So then what you could do is climb up here, jump like this, and then jump like this. Spear in the wall. Yeah, that's good. That gets the pearl. Okay, you only need one spear for this whole thing. That's really good to know. It is situational, of course, because if you're coming in from farm raids, you can just jump. But if you're like, I guess if you're entering from Outer Expanse or from like filtration, you can come up here to get this instead of going all the way through farm raids. But that's only if this pearl is like a really important goal. I want to test if this wall pounce chain is consistent because it had like a really weird corner wall pounce. I don't think I'm starting for the right location. This is not difficult. You could start from here as well. Okay, that shouldn't have worked, but it did. So maybe you just want to like climb up here, do 3 wall pounces, and then here mess it up immediately. Actually, that works. Wow. And you can just use a spear here to come with the last bit. And I don't think there's a way that you get here otherwise without just a spear here. It's a little bit too high up. I guess this is kind of worth practicing. Ah, right, that one's... because the timing keeps changing. It's not like one consistent rhythm that you can get used to. It's like, you actually have to time it before you hit the wall, but the wall keeps, like, changing distance. Okay, that's pretty neat. How much higher can you get? Well, I can't even really reach this platform. If I had a second spear. Wow, okay. That was not hard. It is hard. I'm not gonna do that too much. Yeah, I can't really see any way to get that. Gets the echo. Rivulet can do it, and like, I mean, Rivulet, Artificer, Saint. Maybe it's Spearmaster too. There is a Karma Flower here. I kind of forget this Karma Flower exists because I always take the other route that's faster. But pretty easy Karma Flower to just grab right here. Yeah, there's this route through Subterranean, or through Filtration System, that you never see anyone actually use. Okay, so I don't think. Let's try from here. I'll start a timer. Let's go this way. Don't die of the wormgrass. This movement really sucks. This whole path takes so long though. This tunnel is also like the worst place ever in the entire game. There's just a dead noodle fly down there. I mean, that's not funny. How tragic. Okay. Add movements. I didn't even start the timer. Too bad. Actually, yeah. I do value timing this. Even though it's probably slower. This one room is so huge. Oh yeah. Yeah, like imagine being like immortal and you just like fall into like a well. You're like, well, I guess I'm just stuck here for like a few hundred years. I have a lot of time to ponder. I think I go with this direction. I already messed it up though. Falling down. You can't, yeah, jump with the mushroom. Okay. Just have to imagine what that movement could be. It's like this like feels kind of slow. Oh, an extra room. And there's like kelp here and mole lizards. Like, is any part of subterranean pleasant to be in? Anyway, you get to this room. 2 minutes. I'm gonna say 2 minutes because there were probably 9 seconds of mistakes in there. Probably more. Nice camera right here. Okay, 2 minutes is the time to beat by taking this path. Oh, there's also a karma flower here. There's like 2 karma flowers right next to each other. And that's it for all of subterranean. I don't actually think there is another karma flower, but correct me if I'm wrong. Do I actually know how to navigate this part of filtration? I think yes. Well, it actually looks like this is going to be faster. All right. That's nice, I guess, because the other route is kind of weird. But I guess like if you're already down in that area, it might just be worth it to like let's say you just traded with a merchant. It might be faster to just go this way. I don't know. There's like so many creatures. What does it look like as survivor? There's a stowaway here. That's funny. 1 adult centipede, 2 mole lizards, a green spider, and a blue lizard, and 2 kelp. And I already know if you're coming in from Shoreline what route to take, because that's like the route that a few characters take to get down to filtration, but I might as well just show it here. What if you could do like, I mean, you see the vision, right? Yeah, that's probably faster than like doing this. Was that like a roll slide? What was that? Weird part of filtration. That's true. I feel like I need to look at the vanilla map, like what filtration looks like. I'm going the wrong way. I want to see what filtration looked like in the pour downpour because I totally forget what rooms were even added. Wasn't there some routing done in this room a while back that I don't remember at all? Anyway, that's depths. I think I'm mostly I'm done. Shortcut is fastest? Okay. Any region that I forgot about? I did pipe yard, shoreline. I guess like the past garbage wastes or waterfront facility. I kind of just don't want to bother with those. I guess that's kind of a big advantage. You know, those are probably regions that people don't have much experience with. So if I do know like a good route through them, then I can kind of get a lead. But also like I feel like I already do. Like I at least know what paths to take in some of those regions. I'll have a look. Let me look at the maps for those characters. So Spearmaster and maybe Saint too. So Spearmaster, what is Spearmaster? How that's different? Garbage wastes is weird. But I think it's just like take the artificer route, right? Take the artificer route, or you can't really go in a straight line anymore because there's like a really weird bend, and then there isn't even a gates to or a toll to shoreline, or there is a toll, but it's kind of pointless. Where was it? Waterfront. And precipice. Oh, precipice. Oh no, I totally remember waterfront. It's actually quite similar to shoreline in terms of the layout. Just like each individual room looks very different. And there's no big like open water rooms, which is so strange to think about. Like shoreline feels so open, like you're in the ocean, but then waterfront is like, where's the water? I think I'm probably done for this little project. I've done a few Saint speedruns, so I know how to navigate these areas. Are they still bingoing? Goodness. We haven't even started the event yet, and there's already so much activity. I think this will be the end of the stream. Thanks everyone for watching. See ya.